Do I need what photo?
The photo I showed
No,
you?
no. Nah, bro.
You sure?
Stop playing with me. Don't
You
play with me.
sure?
Bro.
I'm just fucking with him.
What's good, bro?
You know?
Dude's on a cover of a magazine or some shit and starts talking shit. Comes in with a comb over, swears he's brand new. Stop playing with me,
First
dude.
off, it's 2 years in a row.
Stop playing with me. That is really fire,
Put some
though.
respect on
Well, it's also kind of crazy because of like, I was like actually I was like thinking earlier, like, because you were one of my first like early on like interviews, and like this wasn't that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I just did All American Rejects, and you're out here on fucking.
No, it's cool.
You know what I mean? We're both just doing things. It's kind of crazy.
I think that's what makes initially relationships turn into friendships
Absolutely.
in this business or these businesses. You know what I mean? Where it's cool where you see everybody, like you're rooting for your friends and you watch everyone do their thing and meet their goals and kind of celebrate that together.
We even went through divorces
Yeah.
in this mix, bro.
Yep.
Damn, look at us. Shout out us. Shout out the boys, bro.
Got through it. Thought it was insurmountable back then.
I swear to God, bro, isn't that crazy?
And it wasn't like it was without a lot of hard work and sacrifice and pain and money and you know what I mean?
Bro, when you're in it, dude, it really feels like that shit is never, like, you're never gonna get out of it, bro. Like, that is crazy.
I feel like it's being like, it's almost like an addiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you're in it and you know you gotta quit. But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like so
dude.
fucking hard to get that first couple weeks under your belt.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, honestly. But we both come a long way, which is fire.
Things good in that regard?
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm chilling, bro. Life's
That's
good.
awesome.
Life's all good now. Life is all good. I see it's all good with you, too.
Yeah.
On that
Kids
front.
good?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, AJ's going in 8th grade. We got Cooperstown baseball tournament next week, so that'll be cool. We're going up
That's
to New York for a week. Yeah.
That area up there is so cool as a baseball fan.
Dude, I'm pretty pumped. It should be pretty sick. I doubt they'll, like, not to be like a shitty parent, but like I doubt the reality of them like doing well up there.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's the experience, and he'll never forget it.
Nah, that's what they say about that whole thing up there.
Yeah.
What's been good with you though? Obviously a lot, bro. Where do we even begin?
I feel like work's kind of been on cruise control, which is great. I mean, stayed busy. The summer's been busy, which usually slows down a bit. Working on all good stuff. It's like the last year or so has really just been keeping, not like I don't say we have priority clients because we really don't, but like I'm a little bit more hands-on with a certain group of clients and they all had relatively big years, so like that takes up a lot of my time. But the
And who are some of those guys?
kind of, you know, most of them.
Probably,
You know?
right?
Yeah, Bnyx dropped an album this year and had a lot of stuff going on that. We're still setting up a lot, like transitioning to more of the artist side of the career than just focusing on music production. And that's been really fun, and those guys are amazing to work with. Friday's been fun. We put out a project at the end of last year and got one coming up this month.
It is this month, right?
Yep, he goes out on tour with Rod Wave in the fall. You know, but just like volume. I don't even have like these crazy transactions in my mind that stick out, or it's just like growth. Yeah. And it was really growth. A lot of my time was spent on growing and getting my practice better. Adding team members, a lot of training, a lot of just like tweaking how we do things internally to fit like within the firm that we work with, and B, just the nature of the practice, because it's like different, you know what I mean? At a big firm, there's a lot of, I'll say like bureaucracy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because there's just so much volume, there's so many lawyers, there's so much money going in and out, so they have to be, I'd say, over regulating just because of that. And I think most of what they enforced kind of works for most practices, but I think the challenge is when it's very different, even from like how we bill our clients and how we collect money. It's sometimes a challenge, you know, trying to get the buy-in on that side and getting like the real resources that we need.
So you work under a firm, like what's your setup?
Our
like?
firm is a big law
Big
firm.
one.
You talk about like, you know, big law. I think it's in the top 10 in terms of just the number of lawyers and offices and all that. Which is, you know, a blessing and a curse. It's great that I can like have somewhat of a physical presence, and as we grow, I've been able to hire staff in LA and Nashville and kind of the markets that we want to expand in.
And you're the one that does the hire. You're in charge of the hiring.
For my team,
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
What's that look like for you?
The process,
Yeah.
or again, there's just a lot of steps because of
There's gotta be,
the
right,
nature
dude?
of the
'Cause there's
firm.
so many things like.
Yeah, but I'm looking. I mean, put aside the administrative side of it. I'm looking for somebody that is bright, who knows what they're doing to a certain extent, but like lives it like I did when I was
Right.
in that at that. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
want someone like who's spending extra hours in the office at night, not because they have a deadline or I told them to, because they have a really cool project they're working on and they can't put it down.
Is there a lot of people that are like that? Because I've talked to people often, and it sounds like there's not good help anymore.
There's not, because once you get that experience, now people want to either do it on their own or get paid a crazy amount of money.
Exuberance
When
yeah, that's how it is with this industry
it-
too.
it's also like doing great work because you know it well and being efficient at it is only like half the battle. And sometimes you need somebody that I'll call like a service lawyer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the lawyers that I'm looking to hire, where it's in my mind long term and someone I want to call a partner one day, you have to have that entrepreneurial spirit, and you got to bring in your own business.
Right.
It could start with my clients and working them, but at some point you got to be able to, you know, build your own book of business and contribute that way. So again, there's an immense learning curve, but I'm looking for the lawyers, and even now I'm even looking younger. I have an amazing law student that's kind of I've been mentoring, and just finished their first year, going into their second year law school. I got them an internship at the firm this summer, and he just gets it. He's already referring clients to the firm. He's learned everything in terms of the substantive work super quick.
That's got to feel good for you.
It's just like, you know, it's like recruiting. It's like
Yeah.
almost in sports. Like, you know, when you got the one kid and now I've put in the time, so I have his allegiance, I'm sure. It's like, that'll be great for, you know, a 2-year period where I'll have that capacity with another lawyer who actually gets it, knows what they're doing, and wants to build something special like I do. But again, it takes time away from, you know, working on deals or hand-holding clients through stuff sometimes. But you just figure out where the priorities are and try not to tear my hair out with it. Try to have some resemblance of a personal life.
How do you block out and prioritize all that from day to day though? Right? Like how do you figure out? Or
I had to really get good at scheduling.
Yeah.
Like with my calendar and utilizing like we were just talking about AI before I popped in.
Right.
And it was like, I'm hesitant at first just because it's new, but
A lot of people recommend like as like a quasi personal assistant.
yeah.
If you take the time to like, a lot of people say Claude. Claude's the one that like if you
100%.
train Claude, it is like.
That's like what I'm doing, but on steroids.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm convinced that would even further improve like what I'm doing with it. It's just the time expense of setting it up, which is probably not even that much. I just got to do it. But it's been super helpful. But yeah, like I used to never block out my calendar when I really just needed to sit and do paperwork. Like I gotta try to do bills once a month and review AR once, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And the phone will ring and the emails will go all day, every day. So I literally just needed to be able to make the time, make sure everybody knows that I'm not available, and obviously be disciplined on sticking to it, but that's kind of the easy part, you know?
Do you feel like that has like helped you?
100%. I couldn't be as productive as I am in a given day just as a human if I didn't like really sit down and figure out. I'll be honest, it was like I had so much anxiety, and I was talking to my doctor and I saw a psychiatrist and like, all right, sure, if there's medically something going on, let's look at that. But a lot of it, more than you'd think, on how you feel, both mentally and physically, has to do with the stress on your body and what you allow to affect you and how.
It's really so true, and I don't think people realize like what you go through. Like even just like with what I was going through towards the end at the last shop, like I realized after I left.
That's when I find out, because you're in the thick of it. You're just in
no
go
fucking
mode.
clue, bro. It's crazy.
Or even if it's real, fight or flight mode. You know what I mean? Where it's like, let me get through this.
It's so fucked.
But you look back and it's like, fuck, man, I was really going through it.
Dude, I was really, dude, you don't realize it until and then your nervous system starts to get like more balanced and back to normal, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But I think like, I'm asking that because I think part of like now I solely work for myself, and I do these, do what we're doing right now, plus I cut hair, plus I do the editing and all that stuff. And I know I need to like block out time on my day and be like, okay, this hour is for barbering specific content. Let me edit this and get 100%. This done. This hour is for interview haircut content editing.
Sounds so simple, but it's so effective.
But dude, and then bro, and it's like, and
you feel better, you know
bro,
what?
my brain like cannot conceptualize doing it. Yeah.
At the end of the day, knowing that I have my day mapped out and I have thought through it and I have things under control that are like important to get done that day or that week, I wake up on a better vibe.
Yeah,
just
dude,
I just wake up and I'm like, you know what, let's get it. Versus like, fuck, I'm all disorganized, I gotta get, what am I doing?
Well, that's what it is. It's like,
what should I do first?
And then ADHD takes over, and you're like, I got so many things to do. I'm not gonna do any of them. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not getting.
Wind up sleeping in.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Nah, I needed that anyway. It's very important. And like, I want to make the time that I have with family effective.
Exactly.
Impactful, not effective. Like, it's not business, but.
No, you want to be as present as humanly possible.
Present is the right word.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every waking minute with them. Like,
no, but
we
the
gotta
minutes
run to an amusement park or do something. But you just like be there and not thinking about a million things with work or other.
Well, and that's what I find. I think one of my issues is too. Like if I'm doing like stuck at a baseball field or something, I'm like, shit, I can't get any of this work done. But in theory, if I would literally write down like, oh, I got to do a couple hours, like get a couple hours in before I go here, you know what I mean? It's just
so
like,
true.
Yeah. So do you want to, can you talk about it on camera? Are you starting your own firm, or do people know? Like, I don't know what the.
At some point, it's always been in the cards.
Yeah.
I think timing is something that's still, you know what I mean, up in the air, and where and what it'll look like. But my whole team virtually works at home. And for what I do, like I said, if I have that like a creative space, that I'd have an office and kind of be my hub, that's going to be plenty for stuff that I need to really meet with people in person, like in Philly. Mm-hmm. It's so rare nowadays. I was just talking to a couple of my friends that are in the industry and from here, and it's like, I feel a little unplugged because my phone or whatever used to ring with everything new. And I feel like I'm not in with the younger circles as well as I was with, you know, the group of guys that are also doing really well.
Well, you're growing with your guys.
But aren't really here on the day-to-day.
Yeah.
So they're not like ear to the streets type shit, you know? But you got a plan to address it.
Oh yeah. So what does that look like? How do you execute getting back into the younger scene and that?
It's more so those guys, because I'm not like day to day going out and stuff, but they are. And if it's something where it's time to figure out how to get business done or create a plan of action for the next 12 months or something, they let me know, you know?
Right.
That's the thing, is just the circles you keep are super important.
Yeah, I feel like that, I mean, that's obviously I feel like no, it's like literally major that you need like a solid
You
team.
can hand me that water?
You want the water?
Yeah, thanks, boss.
You need like a solid team around you, dude, or you're really not gonna get far.
Especially for growth, to grow, like if that's in the cards for your business. You
There's
know?
just no way you can do it alone. It's really, and I think that's where like there's like a clash in generations still sometimes where people like don't understand like partnership and like collaboration is like there doesn't need to be competition. There's more than enough to go around.
Right, plenty.
Does it work like that for you guys though? Like because you guys obviously make money off per client you sell,
Plenty.
so naturally there is like a little bit more of like an instinctual like competition, like
Especially for the bigger artists.
yeah,
bigger
that's
clients,
what I mean, yeah.
Amongst like the top group of us, I'm sure everybody's very professional and cordial about it. There's really not too much artists and creatives change lawyers, probably more than usual, but it's kind of comes with the game.
Right.
And nobody's out here really poaching each other's clients. It's
Yeah.
just like an unspoken rule, you know? So it stays pretty, I'd say really cordial. Amongst lawyers anyway. I think it's probably a little more cutthroat with managers and maybe even label stuff, because there's like, it's a little less formal. You know what I mean? There's really no rules that kind of govern what those professionals do on a day-to-day. There are, but it's not like, shit, if you fuck up, you could lose your license and your you know what I mean? Your livelihood. I'm under contract to buy a house in Jersey.
Congrats, that's exciting, bro.
Yeah. Super excited.
That's really exciting.
We'll see if it closes. It's been like one delay after another, but I'd rather make sure I make the right decision than rush into something
Absolutely.
that's like a headache for 5 years, you know?
Man, dude, look at you.
It's time, dude.
Yeah.
I told you a long time ago what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Peace in my life.
Yeah, bro.
I love the city. I love raising kids there, but it's just like, it's time for a different chapter for me personally.
Dude, it's just really, I every time I go somewhere where it's a little slower and a little less busy, and I come back here, I just don't understand like the level. I guess we just weren't built properly to like.
For that full time, all the time.
Bro, it's just like so much, dude, all the
It's
time.
too
Like
much.
even just getting up and down Henry Avenue or something, bro. It's like where are all these people? Like the car, it's just constantly too much like stimulation. I don't know how people do the whole New York thing all the time and shit.
Nah, I couldn't compete there. So I'm excited if things kind of finish up with the few repairs that we asked them to make, and we'll have to do a re-inspection. We'll probably be in like end of the month.
So now, she works in music too, right?
My girlfriend?
Yeah,
Renee?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So now, do you guys like work off each other? How does that work? Or there's nothing crosses paths?
I'd say we probably talk about something either for what I'm doing or what she's doing every day.
And what does she do?
Manages a recording
The
studio,
studio, right?
and a couple of the ownership groups, restaurants as well.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a general manager of the group, maybe.
Huh. And now how?
So yeah, I'm anytime someone asks me where to record in the city, obviously I'm gonna send them the business.
Right.
If people have business or legal issues, they refer me business. We'll have mutual clients in there all the time. You know what I mean?
And now how do you?
I use the studio to take meetings quite a bit. Because like most of my meetings are at some
Moose.
point, let's listen to some music. So.
Yeah. Now how do you manage your work, plus time with her, plus time as a dad, as well? Because you got to be a dad, and you got to
Yeah.
be you're like a boyfriend to your
I've
girl,
gotten-
and then you got to be both.
I think I think a couple things. One, like, I think her being in the business, she's a little more understanding than most with
Yeah,
kind of
that's-
like what comes with my job. So I don't get what I'm sure a lot of men get in terms of taking phone calls after hours
Yeah.
or just, stepping downstairs when it's like if we're spending time together to shoot off an email or whatever. Or just working late and not getting to that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I've also gotten way better at like shutting it off when it is time for kids or family, and not answering every text or phone call or.
What was that process like for you? Because that's hard, dude.
Super hard,
Yeah.
and it's not overnight. You can't. You know what I mean? It's like.
Because I also feel like for your job, and even for mine, and for stuff that like people like us, it's like, you feel like if you miss that phone call, it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, dude, they're gonna go
Exactly.
somewhere else.
Exactly.
And then it's like, and then you start to spiral internally.
And part of it is we were talking about earlier, and just building the team.
Yeah.
And making sure you got people that you can delegate that responsibility to. You know what I mean? And again, that's not every lawyer on my team, but there's definitely now a couple where almost anything I can.
How many people are on your team?
We have lawyers, Philadelphia, me and another lawyer, and then this intern who's just about as effective as another lawyer. So kind of like 3 in Philly. Brian's in Los Angeles. Rachel's in Nashville. And
Oh, you got people covering the Nashville scene too?
yeah, Yasmin is
That's
our
pretty good.
paralegal. She's in New York.
Nashville's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a big scene, brother. There's music to be heard in Nashville.
Man, telling me. It's a great town too. It's really.
I've never been out there.
It's been cool watching it grow. I started going there first maybe, I don't know, 12 or 15 years ago. And now it's like night and day. It's so different. In a great way, because it's mostly music.
Oh,
you know
it's
what I
just
mean?
a music town, bro.
Is driving all the growth. And it's very cool.
It's a major music town. Have you got into like that, to like the country, the alternative, any of those genres, or are you still?
We have clients in a little bit, but not too much in terms of like, the relationships.
Right.
We've got some at the executive level where a label or a publisher may work on multiple genres. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still, if something comes in, I can probably still be pretty effective at getting somebody's attention in the right department with maybe a couple phone calls, but not as much as we focus on hip hop, R&B.
Now, is that something
A
that?
lot of other stuff too, like podcasters, content creators, you know what I mean? That do like more streaming than like dropping music or act. It's almost like acting though, to a certain extent.
Some of these people are out here making real money.
Real
too.
money.
Yeah.
If you have a following on some of those platforms
Yeah.
that let you I guess they all let you monetize now, but
Yeah, there's definitely people out here making real money on this shit.
anybody exciting coming through here lately? What else is up in your world?
What else is up with me? Honestly, I'm just trying to like keep going. Like I did last week. I interviewed a kid from the who plays for the Union. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
The youth soccer circuit is crazy. Like,
Especially since the summer, man.
bro, it's like really crazy.
since World Cup.
The kid started playing for the Union's like academy at like 10 years old, and now he's 20.
What's his name?
Frankie something.
He's relatively new to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something on
Yeah.
TV about him.
Yeah, he's
Kid
from like
special, yeah?
he's from like the Northeast or some shit. They're just like a regular old Philly kid, and just
Yeah.
been playing with him for. But
Or Delco, maybe? I think they interviewed.
there's another kid, Caven Sullivan, that's going to Man City once he turns 18.
Younger kid.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's on like the Union's first team starter, and he's going to, as soon as he turns 18, like Man City, like the Union sold his rights to Man City or however it works. It's really crazy.
Maybe lend them.
I don't know how.
I don't know how it works.
Dude, it's wild. But I'm doing. I'm driving up to Montreal in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna do Warp Tour Montreal and grab a couple bands and shit while I'm
That's
up there.
cool.
Yeah,
I
I did the one in DC.
They used to do that at Camden. We used to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, this is.
Yeah, back when it was like a real tour.
As a kid, like
Yeah.
skateboards
Yep.
and a few bands.
They still do, like, I went to the one in DC and they
But it's
still,
mostly like that punk shit, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's-
alternative.
it's basically all alternative adjacent, like I interviewed Plain White Tees last time, like a couple months ago. So it's like Hoobastank was there, but then there's like metal bands and then fucking Guar. I'm sure you know who Guar is.
Yeah, they do like one or two rappers maybe.
And then, yeah, who was there actually? Ian Dior was there. Yeah.
Weird.
But no, it's been cool. I've been like somehow got really lucky and just been like making my way through that whole scene, and like I'm kind of like a recognizable creator in that space now. But I feel like sometimes I do feel like it's putting me into a box as an interviewer.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like stuck in one genre of music right now, which is fine.
But listen,
But,
if the
like,
opportunity are there.
That's the thing.
Take 'em,
That's
you
why
know?
I just keep going. And then, like I said, the All
Plus,
American
you control
Rejects
the
was
content
pretty.
and how
Yeah.
it looks online, so you could always roll it out different. You know, you could sit on a few of those.
Yeah. So it's been cool though. It's just been continuously evolving, truthfully.
Yeah. It's been a great summer for the city. Great year.
Dude, the city's been wild this summer.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's up with your card business, dude? How do you schedule
Man.
that in?
I figure out enough time to spend on it. It's not easy, but I just
You
got
know those
back
white
into
rappers,
it.
Lil Twin
Yes.
and Mizzy Coke or whatever they
They're
yeah.
clients of mine.
Oh, really? Dude, they're big card guys.
Yeah.
Big card guys.
I didn't know
dude.
that.
Yeah, big card guys, dude.
Really?
Yeah, check out Lil Twin's freaking Instagram, dude. That guy's a big card guy.
I found.
He goes to all the things. He gets invited to all the shows,
and
all
all.
that shit, yeah.
That's fire. I just got back into it. I found like an old binder. Started checking all cards. I was like, oh,
Dude,
this
so
is
you
fun
ha-
again.
Wait a
Started
minute,
buying
wait a minute.
it.
So they're your clients too?
What? Who?
Those dudes you said? Lil Twin and them?
Yeah. Music.
Yeah, your Rolodex is crazy. What the hell, dude?
I've known them for years, bro. Like a really long time.
I'll probably cut this part out, but I did interview him the one time. And
Too much.
no, I just don't like white rappers.
Yeah.
I just don't like white rappers. Like, I'm
You
just
should
gonna.
cut that part out.
I'm going to. But I also have said it out loud, and I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care. I don't like white rap. I think it's so like poser,
Yeah.
like to an extent. I don't know. I just don't.
I just can't stand
OT the
people
Real is kinda
talking
cool.
about people talking about anything that they've not really.
Well, he doesn't do that, but I just don't like that. Like, I don't know. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
It's just
They're
not my.
good kids though.
Oh yeah, he was cool as a human, but
Yeah.
like from the music perspective, it just wasn't my vibe.
Right.
But he's a hustler, that kid.
are. They're always
Networks
trying
his
to
ass
figure it
off
out.
and just
Yeah.
really trying to figure it out. So now for someone like you, what is like a like long-term goal? Obviously, it would be to have like a super successful firm, or what? Like, what does that look like?
I think in part, but I'd really like to do more on the, I guess on the creative side, with still sticking to business. And that for me it could look like a variety of things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Being involved in the ownership and management of a label or a publishing company, maybe a management company.
What's it? What's
Maybe,
it take to?
maybe or ideally figure out a way to do both at the same time.
Yeah, like what's it take to start a label? I guess money, right? To pay the artist.
Really it.
Yeah.
And you know, you need to understand
A network and know
the
how
business,
this shit works. Yeah.
100%. But I still feel like there's enough of other things than practicing law that I could make good money at and would really be excited about. But that's still bread and butter, and I wouldn't want to like stop doing that. I still
Right.
enjoy it. You know what I mean?
That's what people always say ask me about cutting hair too, and I'm like, dude, if it wasn't for barbering, I wouldn't have anything I have. Like,
Yeah.
definitely not ever gonna step away.
Fully.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe instead of 5 days behind the chair, 3, but it's like,
Yeah, especially if the other two are doing something
Right.
like you're really passionate about. You know. You figure out a way to make it work.
yeah, I think I'm pretty close to monetizing these interview series. I had a call last week with one of the guys who like distributes and produces bunny jelly rolls at ex-wife.
Uh-huh.
All her shit. I was on Zoom
She's
with him.
pretty big too, right?
Yeah. I'm definitely not.
You could shape up the beard and mustache just with the clippers.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's too bad, but
Yeah, I'm not like super far off. I just need to get the YouTube views up a little bit. It's hard though, because long form people don't really like or care about long form content. There's also just so much content out right now.
yeah.
And then also too, like I'm doing it all by myself, so it's still hard to like
Yeah.
make it
Because
like.
then to make it short form enough to get people's attention to where they
Yeah.
couldn't watch the full thing,
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
it's time to edit all those
dude,
clips and
it's brutal.
figure out when to post it.
And then to stay consistent on top of it all is crazy. And I just, like I said, I don't make any money from this shit yet, so I'm not paying an editor or anyone to do this shit. Like, I know how to do it, and I have the time, but it's just like, sometimes if I do an interview, like, you know, there's certain things like intros, thumbnails, all sorts of shit that, like, when you're just in here by yourself, you don't really think about.
And it sucks when you know ideally you would want to do something different or more.
Yeah.
And you're just strapped.
I'm just
you know
stuck,
what I mean?
yeah. Fortunately, I have.
That's when I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a break.
You know Matt Berenson? Is he one of your clients?
I don't think so.
He makes beats. He's a Philly kid. He's been one of my clients for like 20 years, 15 years. He's gonna make me like
What's like his
I
producer?
feel like I don't know. I think he's just like yeah.
Matt.
Matty, yeah. His brother, remember Chitty Bang?
I think so.
Like the band from like, well, you're a little older, but like they were like a rap kind of band back in like the mid 2000s, like 2010, 11, like they went to Drexel. But that was his brother nonetheless. But yeah, he made me a couple beats, so I'm gonna make like an intro and try to like do a couple extra things to like make it seem like a real show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like even now when I post,
It's amazing,
like,
the
the
little differences. And
well, and that's what the guy that I was on Zoom with said. He's like, dude, I went through your content. He's like, I can't make money off you right now, but I know for a fact we can make money. He's like, he's like, you saw my list of people that I work with. Like, I wouldn't have asked you to get on a Zoom with me if I didn't think you had something here. He's like, but he's like, I'm gonna give you this homework. You gotta do like 2 or 3 things. Make it feel like a real show, like put an intro, you know, tell people who you're about to interview. And I like, if I get it, I get done, I edit it and put it out. I don't even have a schedule. He was like, and put yourself on a schedule. He's like,
seems pretty easy.
yeah. He was like, And it's all, and he's right, like just stuff like, cause I even watch interviews and like everyone has like a 15-second highlight reel jingle before the first,
Yep.
you know, before they get into the episode or whatever. So he kind of was just like, do this stuff and then like get back to me so I know you're serious. But he was like, I watched your videos. He's like, I know there's something there. He's like, I wouldn't have told you to get on a Zoom with me. Like, he's like, I don't need this. You know what I mean? He was brutally honest. But he's in a similar position to you. Like, he just like works with big time people, and he's like, you know, like, he doesn't need to lie. Like, there's no reason to lie to me. He could have just ignored the fuck out of me if he didn't really think it was cool.
Or just not even giving you that advice.
Yeah.
Like, keep going, you know, maybe we'll talk again in a year.
Yeah. But if I can make some money off of it and just kind of go that route, that would be nice to just have. Because like even just going to DC for that weekend to do Warped Tour, it cost me like a couple $100 to drive there, the hotel, all that shit. And I didn't make it, you know what I mean? So.
Shit, man. If I could just get to a break-even point with my cards, I'm in a good spot. It's been picking up, and it's like with very little extra effort.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's probably why too, because you're not like forcing it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of happening.
Pulled a crazy car the other day.
Dude, I have a client that owns it. He just opened a card store on Main Street in Manioc.
For real?
Yeah, it's a nice little store. He's
What's
just
it
getting
called?
started. Breakbox.
Uh-huh.
But he brought in like 6 packs his last haircut, and we ripped them all, dude. They were all duds.
Terrible.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
How far is it from here?
A couple minutes, not far at all.
Yeah, I might take this.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe 7 minutes down the road.
Yeah. What you up to this weekend?
This weekend, what do I have? Not much. Like I said, I'm going to Cooperstown for a baseball tournament next week, so I'll probably just be chilling this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I get back from that tournament, and then I'm going up to Canada like 4 days later, so I'm just probably just chilling, trying to.
What's up there?
The Warped Tour.
Oh.
In Montreal.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've like really embedded myself into that scene. All the PR people, all the management, everyone like really fucks with me and my content over there.
That's dope.
So it's just been super chill. All right, dude, the reveal.
Thank you, man.
The reveal.
Yes, sir.
What do we think?
It's good. Yeah, I like it. This just always gets crazy.
It gets so, I know, I tried to thin it out as much as I could. I don't want to go too high, because if I take this higher, then what it'll do, it'll like round out.
It'll be
round
perfect.
out your
I'll
head.
put a little bit of gel in it. It's going to be perfect.
Fire.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely,
Fade's
bro.
great.
Hell yeah.
I miss it.
Hell yeah. Dude, that shit is so long.
Yeah, too long. I got comfortable with the schmuck in the neighborhood, too. No offense if he's watching.
Who is it?
Just some dude at Philadelphia Barber Company.
Oh, dude. I'll probably cut this part out too.
It's so easy.
I'm so not like a barber hater. I really don't ever care. I do my own, I march to the beat of my own drum. Like I don't.
Yeah.
But I have never heard a good thing about that place. Like I don't think I've ever heard a good.
I'm
You
saying,
too?
he gives a good haircut. And he's usually readily available. He's come to the crib a couple times when I needed that level of service.
Bro, I've come to your crib
I know
before
you have.
too.
COVID, you saved my life. multiple times.
Yeah, bro. It's so funny because like you would think like with a name like Philadelphia Barber Co, they would like have the city on smash. Like, yeah, I
don't
gotta
know,
cut
they
all
seem
this out.
always-
There's no way I
No,
gotta
you
cut
have
all
to.
that out.
They just hire everybody.
No, that's true. Yeah, they're
It does seem. It
It
does
almost
seem
feels
like
like
a revolving door.
it
in
almost feels
terms
like
of
a hair
barbers.
cuttery or like something, but just like
A little nicer.
just
version.
like
artisanal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Artsy.
A hipster version, Starbucks version.
Well, yeah, the one guy was a Starbucks barista.
Yeah, that's the level of service.
Who's it? Ken? Is that his name?
Yeah, one of them.
No, it was the other one, the state one. Andrew?
Andrew.
Oh boy. Appreciate you.